our recording. Heather's going to pop back on. Now she's going to be on that second screen, coming back in like MTV style. Oh, it's so good to see your guys' faces. And Heather's group, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're excited to have you guys with us tonight too. So Heather and I are collaborating tonight to talk about, well, first, before we even talk about working your home business from home, we actually just wanted to casually check in. How's everybody's mental health? Who is ready to go crazy? And it's only like 24 hours of the Michigan stay the heck at home.
See what I'm drinking? That might answer your question.
Listen, I got to tell it. Oh, I do have to say, I do have a virtual happy hour after this Zoom. So I'll be doing the exact same thing. But I'll tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to make it through 3 more weeks of dinners with a 5-year-old and a 17-month-old. I might lose my shit, like heavy. So mental health is everybody doing okay? Do we need to check in? Everybody now? Okay, got a thumbs up. Donna, thumbs up. All right. And what's up? Welcome back, MTV Cribs. Okay, but you are muted, Heather. Hold on.
Okay, I'm back.
You are back.
I'm feeling a little frazzled.
See, that's how I felt. I know, but it's not as bad.
Oh, it's bad.
Nah. Has anybody organized or cleaned anything that's been nagging you? Or yeah, Lisa Godfrey, I saw you first. What'd you do? Oh.
I had an idea we have a double vanity in our bedroom / like bathroom area, and I was like staring at it the other day and I was like, this is wrong, it needs to be swapped. So and it was just a mess. Like I had makeup everywhere. It was just an absolute nightmare. So today I was like, oh, I'm doing this. And I did, and we did, and we cleaned it and switched it. So now I'm on the other side. So like I have a better plug and I'm not next to the bathroom door with my hair dryer. It's going to be so much better.
That's awesome. Not
that I'm blow drying my hair and going anywhere, but you know.
So what? That's an excellent positive. Thank you, Lisa. Who else did I see raise their hand? Mary Jane, what'd you do?
Well, it all started on Thursday with me because I had some surgery on Friday that I never mentioned. It's not a real big deal, but I knew I had to do a lot of stuff on Thursday to get ready for this because I can't do any lifting and stuff for like a week or so. So I worked like a dog on Thursday, tearing things up, moving stuff around. And then I said to Dan, I said, you got to be the heavy and I'm just going to like be the pointer. So this poor guy, I mean, we are so into the house. Like we're not leaving. My son came over to bring me 2 chicken sandwiches from Popeye and I told him, no, I won't eat it because it's fast food and I don't know who's touching it. He said, I got to use the bathroom. I said, you got to go behind the garage. You're not coming in because he's out running around. I wouldn't even let him in. So anyways, because, you know, I had surgery, so I'm compromised a little. Dan is definitely compromised with all his issues, so nobody's coming in here. You want Sensia's porch pickup, and I got all kinds of stuff just moving. I mean, I got Goodwill boxes, I got Happy Meal, I got stuff done. So it takes the world to shut down in surgery. It does. And got a lot done.
It does. It really makes me wonder on the backside of, not backside, wait, on the other side of this, how much more are we going to be like organized, on top of our game? Like, because really it's day 2 and I made a clipboard of all the areas in my house I want to tackle. And this list, I'm moving through it pretty quickly. We've done pantry, we've done mudroom closet, we're in process of doing bathroom vanities, but who else has cleaned something? Who has cleaned something that has been bothering you so bad? Cassie.
Well, not that it's the greatest little area in my basement, but I posted a picture the other day that I straightened up my Scentsy area because I do medical coding for our anesthesiology group, and they moved us home Friday afternoon. Good thing they did, because they would have had to move us home Monday. So now I have a makeshift desk set up that I use. My 6-foot, my 4-foot table that I use for my Scentsy events is now my work desk. So
that's all right. And she has her Scentsy flooring down below.
So thank goodness it keeps my feet warm.
And it's take your dog to work day now every day.
Yeah, Bailey comes downstairs to visit me every day.
Oh,
so
awesome. Did I see Debbie Kuna? Did you raise your hand?
Yes. So I finally unpacked all of my Scentsy warmers from my Christmas open houses, and I put them on the shelves. And I made the shelving unit that I bought a year ago. So I finally did that. Nice. And I'm just taking advantage of this time. I know it took me 3 hours. And so many times I was close to like calling a man to come help me. And I said, no, I'm doing this myself. I still have my kids' Christmas presents all in a corner of the family room. So I feel like this is no excuse. I give 1,000% to my job. So I am doing this. I think our mental health will be a lot better in a few weeks because I'm decluttering. I'm getting rid of everything that I need to and putting all their stuff in the basement so we can have a decent house again. So, yeah. I mean, I'm losing my mind too. Kian has not done school yet. He's been watching YouTube all day because I had parent-teacher conferences all day today, and it's not a lot, but it'll be better once we get it all done.
Oh my gosh, parent-teacher conferences from home, huh?
Yes. Yeah. And I've been doing nightly Zoom chats with my class. Oh. So I've been reading them bedtime stories every night. And so it's fun.
You were so
But it's so cute looking at
Did we lose you? Or did I lose you? No, we lost Debbie.
I lost her
okay,
video.
I thought it was my sound going next.
Me too.
We're heading south.
My computer all of a sudden needed testing.
I couldn't hear it.
Super cute, Debbie. Thank you. Heather, what'd you clean out? Or what'd you organize?
Well, it was just a drawer where my wine openers are and my stops and I had to get that organized for coronavirus. Because I plan on drinking heavily tonight. I want a hangover is my goal.
Wine openers and socks?
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing.
Oh, I love it. All right. Did anybody else want to share? Okay. All right. So here's something really exciting that shared with this recording tomorrow is going to be a bunch of really cool resources. So Heather and I put together a quarantine share sheet and we're only going to touch on a couple of them tonight, but you guys will have this awesome little piece of paper in your hands tomorrow with this recording, plus a link to Jill McCarthy, who is how many of you guys have heard of Jilly Sue or Jill McCarthy? She is a social media guru. She provided some amazing, well, Heather, do you want to talk to that point?
Yeah, so we were just doing a very impromptu on the line when we were doing it, and it was a phenomenal social meeting training that every consultant should listen to. Like if you're even on social media on every platform and you've mastered it, I swear there's going to be things that you're going to learn from hearing her. So we'll send the link, and that way you guys can, because it is crucial, especially right now in these times.
So we'll have the link to Jill's social media chat. We will have Heather made an amazing newsletter that she's sharing with us that you will have for the April Scent and Warmer of the Month. So some really, really cool tools and resources. So tonight you're going to get a little blip of the things that we've been working on. And so this will kind of get your feet wet, and then you'll have tons of resources when I post this recording. And Heather will have this recording and all of the resources, of course, as well, too. So, all right. So talking about So this is kind of new, but not new territory for us. We are a home-based business and we're being forced to work from home. So it shouldn't be as much of a crazy adjustment for us, but it is, because we're thinking, you know, we used to say we have so many opportunities in front of us and not enough time or not enough of us to capitalize on all of those opportunities. And now, well, we have the opportunity to work from home only. And so what does that look like? So focusing on things like follow-up, focusing on snail mail, focusing heavily on social media, and connecting with people, regardless if it's Scentsy related or not. Connection, human connection is very, very important. So easily we know follow-up is very, very important to our business. It's so funny when I talk to consultants, and in fact, I'm not going to call anybody out, but I did have a conversation with a consultant recently who is an awesome consultant, and she said, I just don't follow up. And I was like, how can you not follow up when so much of your business comes from following up? And when we say follow up, maybe that is a scary term for checking in to see how somebody likes something, or checking in to make sure that in a time like this, that their light bulbs and their warmers are working, that their house smells amazing because they're stuck 24/7 in the walls of their house. It better smell good. So follow-up really is just care. It is caring about your customers, the people that buy from you. So we have Amy to help us with that. You can text to do your follow-up. You can private message. You have the ability to offer private or verbal specials to anybody that you're talking to. You can't post them on social media, but you can certainly share, spend $50 and get a free hand soap, or you can use that hand soap, our hand soap, as leverage pretty much with anything that you want to do right now. The other thing, okay, so follow-up is super, super important, especially right now when you're just checking in. You're not soliciting for business. That's not what this is about. And follow-up actually doesn't ever really need to be too much about trying to sell to them again. It is only about establishing relationships and establishing that you are a Scentsy consultant that can provide products to them. You don't have to constantly push products down people's throats or put them in front of their faces in a nagging or pressuring manner. Follow-up is connecting. It is connecting and establishing and solidifying relationships. Neighborhood drops and porch pickups. So this is a big thing because we can't, and you will have this information, but if you want to make some notes, go right ahead. Neighborhood drops or porch pick-me-up. So I'm calling it a porch pick-me-up. Heather, you did a drop. You want to talk about the drop that you did?
Yeah. So I had tons of leftover bath bombs, which we no longer carry, as y'all know. And they're sold out on clearance now. But I went ahead and purchased a lot of bags of Scentsy soap recently, and it hasn't even shipped here yet. And all I did was just do a handwritten thank you card, just thanking. I asked on my Facebook wall, first of all, who is in the healthcare industry, who's a healthcare worker, and of course, a lot of people commented. And then I just sent them a message and said, "Hey, can I please have your address?" But on my post, I did say local. You know, I named 3 surrounding towns that I physically could drive to, and they sent me their address without a problem at all. And they got on, and then I wrapped it up, wrote a letter, dropped it off at their porch yesterday. We had like 10 deliveries, no joke, all the way. Well, the furthest one was like 35 minutes away. And then I got responses. People were, of course, taking a photo of it, tagging me, sending me private messages, thank you. I ended up getting a $100 order from a relative that she saw it that morning at 1 o'clock in the morning. Another customer that I dropped it on bought Scentsy Go in a 6-pack of pods. Another girl sent me a referral to somebody else. So just in 24 hours that happened. And my intent was not to go out and make a sale. It was to generally just give a little love, sprinkle, and say thank you for working these tireless hours that you're working. It was on their terms, not mine, right? Like, it's very important to make sure you're connecting with people on their terms, not your own, with sales in mind. It's not going to work. So that's what I did to use a product I can't use anymore. And I'm going to just keep doing it with Scentsy Soak.
Yeah. And so once Heather told me that she was using her bath bombs the way that she just described, I have a ton of bath bombs that are left as well, that I want to do something called a porch pick-me-up. And we're walking every day in our neighborhood, and I just want to put together, even if people aren't bath takers, I'm going to put together a little write-up that says you can create your own in-home spa night and use a bath bomb as a foot soak. And you can use it, like the other night, we had an in-home spa here, and I used the Scentsy Soak, and we each had our own little foot soak tub. And you can use the bath bomb break it up and throw it in a bunch of different foot soaks. And but I want to use that as my little drop off. And the big thing is, I'm not including a catalog. I'm not including a business card. I'm including just the product with a pick-me-up note with an idea on how to use the product. I'm going to label the product, but I am not trying to sell. This is truly me just providing you could do this with 2 cubes of wax in a Ziploc and it just say, here's some sunshine. Or, if you have the scent of the month for spring, I want to call it Spring Symphony, but is it Spring is Sprung? Just 2 cubes of that, and you drop it randomly on, make it cute and put it on somebody's porch as a porch pick-me-up. You don't have to sell, but you're getting your name out there, and you are just doing something nice for neighbors. Snail mail. Heather, you want to touch on snail mail?
Yeah, really quick, and about just touching on the neighborhood drop-off. Don't solicit me a gift. A gift. That's the most important part you can remember. Don't go in with the intent of soliciting to make a sale.
And say that one more time.
Don't solicit me a gift. Gift me a gift. There's a big difference. Nothing should have a catalog or a product sheet or anything attached to that. If you are genuinely giving a gift, your product can be labeled. My bath bomb was labeled, but I'm not going to make it salesy. Like, if you're genuinely giving me a gift, give me a gift, but don't solicit me a gift.
Yeah, thank you.
On snail mail. So one thing I do every single month is a touch point of the customer newsletter. I create it on Canva every single month. This month, I made it. It's going to look different when you print it because mine's got my face on it. But this is what you'll get a copy of. You can add your own info, your name or label to it, so it shows the warmer of the month. Our hand soap available at $6. It's got the CDC link where it says that you don't have to use antibacterial. Regular soap is fine, with the link to prove it. Under there is follow 5 steps to properly wash your hands. Did you know we did peacock symbolism that just shows what the meaning of a peacock is, just to bring some good in the newsletter. Showing counter clean before and after, a nice pretty picture of it, and then the all-purpose concentrate. That's all it is. And then I've already got my samples made up, ready to mail with it, the little felt for the scent of the month. So this way you can just print it off at home and mail it so you can get in their mailbox. And the more you can kind of have those touch points in addition to the other things, the better. Handwritten thank you cards is very important. And I want to stress to you, I've seen a lot of people, like right now I'm packaging up my bags. I'm giving them a set of the little gloves and then the little antibacterials that I bought with thank you for supporting my small business. But I've been seeing a lot of people include the thank you card like in with their order. Don't do that. You want to be able to have those touch points several times, not just one and done, right? So this is like after the date, and this is the phone call to see if you want to go out again, right? Like, That's what we're doing. So you've got to make sure you send that a day or two after they've received the products and have a reason for it to touch their mailbox. Then you'll touch again by following up and so on. So just make sure that you aren't following up and having some good words, like genuine messages in your thank you cards. Like right now, what I've been putting, and I've already got reorders from it, is just from the heart. Don't make it so generic where it is like, oh, thanks so much for the order. Let me know if you need anything. Right now, mine's like, thank you so much for your online order or making a purchase with me. I truly appreciate you supporting my small business during this crazy time. I wouldn't be in business without you, and a little heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. That's literally what my cards say, because I really am so grateful that they are choosing to spend their money with me. And this isn't really having to do with sale mail, but I just want to throw this out there. If you know someone that has lost their income, or you personally have, don't assume that everybody has. And that's why you're not sharing or connecting with people. People are still spending money. My PRV is higher this month than it was last month. So don't assume everybody is in no money situation, because they still are spending.
Social.
That's yours.
It's okay, so social media. And you guys, I just saw a super secret cameo celebrity pop on our Zoom, Jilly Sue.
Yes, did you see that? And we just talked about it before she got on.
We just were talking about you. So you guys see her waving. Yeah, we were just talking about her, and here she is. And we didn't even plan this. So hello, cute stuff. How are you? You have to unmute and say
hi. Good. I was in here doing work, and I was like, well, I want to see what these rock stars are doing. So my ears must have been ringing.
Well, yeah, because these rock stars are talking about you.
That's awesome.
Heather graciously was telling us about your work at Wednesday when you schooled on social media, and has shared the link with us, and we're excited to watch.
Yeah, and I did a kind of in-your-face call on Becca and Callie's call, too. So if you guys can grab that recording, that's a kind of like I break stuff down a lot and give a lot of good examples of talking about exactly what you guys were just talking about, how we say follow up, but we really associate follow-up with following up on an order instead of just saying, hey, how's it going? How are you faring in all of this? Like, I was just thinking about you. I literally, you guys, sent out 285 texts last Friday, and I got a 90% return on text messages just saying, thank you, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh, you're so awesome. Or I'm in the healthcare industry, and I'm like, girl, well, let me send you a little something in the mail. And she's like, a couple of them were like, oh my God, thank you so much. Just anything to brighten up the relationship, because although you might not be getting sales from that right now, when this is all over, you will, because people will remember how you made them feel.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Jill.
You're welcome.
She's awesome.
Well, thank you for joining us. Okay, so social media, and now I'm going to be completely, what's the word?
Feeling the pressure now that the celebrity social media guru is on? Yeah, right. Good luck with that.
But I'm not going to go near as in depth, but and like I said, you'll have this list, but going live and doing product demos is huge. Just that you're not trying to sell. You're just using the products, or you're showing, and I need to do a much better job of this. Just showing. I use Scentsy every single day, and it's a no-brainer for me. And it actually takes more effort for me to think about consciously sharing it on social than it does me actually just using the products. And so I need to get better at documenting just my normal routine, changing wax, using the cotton cleanups, putting new pods in the fan diffusers, using this, I just need to be, my Johnny Appleseed counter clean is just sitting on the counter. It doesn't even go away at this point. Like, it is just, and I just need to do a better of documenting it. So when we're going live, product demo, but don't sell, just product demo. Here's how I use all of these different, we have hand soap, we have laundry, you literally could follow me around the house, and I'm using Scentsy products in every room of my house. Scavenger hunt online. Heather.
So we're just going to touch on that. We did one live, or y'all are on my team. We did it last week, I think. A virtual scavenger hunt, and there's going to be a script. Home office actually put it all together, and it's going to be up on the training center. I've already proofread it today, so it should be up very
Let me just because she's not going to do it. Heather created this scavenger hunt online, and Sensi asked her if they could use it. And so she submitted her documents and all of her ideas and everything for the scavenger hunt. And Sensi came back with a formal training document on how to do an online scavenger hunt that Heather is proofing.
I hope it works for you guys.
So very, very cool. So that's coming. Heather, they didn't say when we'll have, because you're proofing it. So it'll be soon.
It was finalized. Like, I think it was done because he's like, what do you think? So it's coming soon. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so that information we're not going to go heavily into because there's now going to be a training document on it. Yep. Wax-free pod party. Tell us about that, Heather.
So this came about because the bath bomb I left on the porch, a nurse was like, oh my gosh, my husband still wants to buy a Go for me for Christmas that he has not bought. And she wanted to, I sorted out all my testers of the ones that come in the scents, because she was like, oh, I want to come over and smell. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not doing that. So I pulled all of these out, and I'm like, I'll just come drop the testers off to you. But then I'm like, oh, nose is one of the 3 areas that droplets can come out of for me to catch coronavirus. I don't think I want to give my testers. Eyes, nose, mouth, smelling. I'm like, do I give gloves with them? No, we're not doing this. So I took bars and I literally cut with a knife on a cutting board, slivers. I got 16 sets of these out of 2 cubes. So what is that? 64 of these. So this is what you can create. And you're going to have a chance to win this tonight. Literally, it is shavings of, this is barely anything. However, and I just labeled plain, nothing fancy. My name is not on any of this. It smells good. I don't like pink cotton though, but whatever. Kind of smells like urine to me. I don't know why. I'm just weird. Anyway, so I recycled the bags of come in our orders, printed 2 per page, and it says what the pods can go in and how much they cost. So now all I have to do is mail this. I left it on her porch, of course. I said, keep it. I don't care what you do with the shavings. Mix a couple of scents if you want, or throw them all in a warmer and see what it smells like. Good luck. It'll smell like the Cincy warehouse. I don't care. I don't want them back. Just call me with your order. We're done, right? So we're going to give 2 of these away tonight on the call as a prize. But this is your way of having the host. It's great to have someone buy, but I really want someone to find her friends and put it as a party, and I'll mail them to each participant, and then they can keep them as well. We're trying to get a party, not individual orders. 9:45 remaining, Melissa.
That's right. Hey, we are efficient.
I know.
Stories. Yeah. And we're going to talk. Jeannie, give me 1 second. Or go ahead.
Okay. Heather, on those shavings, how many actual different scents are you putting in a bag?
All of them on the pods, 28.
Oh, so, just the pods. Okay.
Just the pod smells, yeah. And here's the thing. If you don't have all those bars, find a neighbor. Y'all split a cube. 8 different people can do it, and y'all just mail them or whatever. There's ways around it. You could dig out your tester if you had to. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Like, I don't want stuff back.
Providing value. So here, this is, and I'm seeing this on all fronts. Friends of mine that don't even know what Zoom is, which is so crazy to me, right? Because we're all so accustomed to Zoom and all of this. Friends of mine that are like, let's download this cool app called Zoom and let's just have virtual happy hour. And I'm like, we're connecting in all of these virtual ways. Why not take something that you're good at and share that virtually as well? Not just about Scentsy. So for me, crafting is my thing. Why am I not doing just a virtual craft that people could just get on and we could craft together? or it's that providing value. What do you have that you could teach somebody on how to do, whether it's how to properly put mascara on, or how to hand letter, or how to hand wash, or do a recipe swap. You could even virtually bake and visit. So everybody gets on Zoom or whatever, and you're going to bake cookies, and somebody's dictating the recipe, everybody is making, and then you throw those cookies in the oven and you're just chatting while you're waiting for them to be done. Whatever, virtual baking party. And you're not doing, this has nothing to do with Scentsy. This has everything to do with connecting with people in a different way. If you have something that you can offer, something. I mean, Debbie Kuhn is a teacher. All of us have become homeschool teachers recently. She could get on and show us or tell us how we should structure our kids' days if we have little kids. There are ways to provide value that have nothing to do with Scentsy. And with everybody utilizing virtual platforms right now, why not share? Why not share? Tonight on my Instagram and my Facebook story, I was sharing that I was using my air fryer and my rice cooker, my most favorite kitchen items ever, and said, what's your favorite kitchen gadget, and what's your favorite recipe with that gadget or whatever. It's just connecting with people. And I actually believe that we are connecting with people more now than we do on an average daily basis. And it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. So doing something that provides value. Wendy made a blanket and sent it to Annette, and she could do a training on how to do look at Wendy. They're next to each other on my screen. I don't know about your screen, but Annette's holding up her blanket, and Wendy made it and sent it to her. And Wendy, am I correct in also saying you were making masks for the hospital?
Yes, I've the past 2 days, my neighbor and I are sitting there making face masks for
You're awesome.
people, and so far we've done 125 that people have picked up, and
Wendy,
we've got about 60
you
more.
need to go live and show somebody how to make a mask, because there are other people out there that go ahead.
Actually, I did do a live video of us doing them, just what we were doing, and then a young girl that I've known most of her life, she's never sewn, but she wanted to make one for her sister, so she came over, and then we've been FaceTiming, and I walked her through how to sew on her sewing machine for the first time ever. And I'm like, oh my God, you're my first virtual sewing lesson.
That's amazing, though, and that's what this is about. We all have gifts that
and
we
I'm
can share.
All my face masks. I'm not making any profit. I'm donating all the time.
You rock. You rock. And I bet you there's other people out there that would love a tutorial so that they could try it. And I challenge you to that.
Nice. I want to add one thing to that. It may not be something that you offer as well. Think about the people that you know. Like, I had 2 homeschool moms and a behavior therapist. We just went on and I opened it to any public person and said, if you want to come on, I had 3 customers that got on to listen. It may be somebody you know that can offer something that you're just connecting through them also.
Yeah. Yeah. Heather, what did you have next?
Just virtual. Oh, no, that's not. Nope. Scented pouch. Try before you buy.
Okay.
So this is an option. I did this prior to coronavirus, and it had 100% rate of people buying. So now we have to change it a little bit because I would either have to go drop them off on the porches or mail them. So it's not too big. But what I do is I get a $15 deposit. I have a Google Doc. They fill it out, agree to the terms, pay the $15. The $15 is towards the purchase or refundable if they don't want to do it. Included in the sack is a instruction sheet, and you'll get all of this, how this works with specific instructions. It doesn't have my thing on it though. And then basically their order form. Select your color, select your fragrance for your pod twin pack, your washer whiffs, your counter clean, and your scent circle. Inside the bag is those 2 papers, and then my catalog, order form, standard thing that I always give out. On the back has the contents with the warnings, right? Because I have to have those. A scent circle, I don't want this back. This is basically their free gift. When they pick out and they agree to this pouch, they are picking out a new scent that they want. This is just for them to try before they buy. A counter clean sample. A washer whiff sample. A mini fan diffuser that I bought at half off or free. All these products were either purchased half off or free, and 1 pod. So basically, it's all or nothing. This is not, let me have 2 items. It is $50. And in return for your $50, with your $15 deposit counting towards its $35 plus shipping and tax that I get on the balance, they will get to pick out their diffuser of their choice, their pack of pod twin pack, so they're getting a regular size pod, their scent of counter clean, a new scent circle, and the small washer whiffs. It's not special pricing at all. It's actually just catalog pricing, but the way you bundle it like this, they think it's a special deal and they're getting more bang for their buck. So I don't know how you could make that fit now. If you can print your own postage and do all of that, perfect. If you can drop them off on porches. But really all they need is 1 person that's like, heck yeah, I want it, and 3 people. You have a qualifying party now of 200. I give them the 20 and free, and I actually give them the perpetual reward as well. So they're getting 20 and free and 2 half price items.
And that is one of the coolest ideas that Heather has. That's Heather's brainchild also, because she doesn't sleep and all she does is idea generate and then put it into action. And so, but she is going to share those resources as well. And so we are down to 1 minute. Heather, when you do a drawing, how do you typically?
I don't care. You do it. I just got 2 prizes. Let me know.
No, you do it.
How do we make them pick?
What? I just was curious. When you do a drawing, I was curious. I always put people's names in a hat. How do you do it?
This is a lot of people's names. How the heck are we going to get all this done?
I know. That's why I'm asking you. What do you do?
No, I think I would just have them do some sort of actionable item. Like maybe the first person that can get a scavenger hunt party booked, or a Facebook party, or how about they watch Jilly Sue's video and the first people to comment with their 3 takeaways wins. Oh, and by the way, next week's call is at a different time. It's going to be with Sarah Walker from Home Office talking about virtual craft nights, FYI, that you can join us.
Heck yes. So I will stay tuned. I will give you that information. Well, not stay tuned on this Zoom. Yeah. Just watch our page. I will give you that information.
Video, 3 takeaways. Send it to either me or Melissa, and
I'll post that as well. You guys, what?
4 prizes?
4 prizes.
Maybe 5.
Whatever. We'll figure it out.